Well, hello again, YouTubes. Welcome back to the story about her. I don't know what we're gonna call this. I guess it is her story. It's her story. So, so we just had a very interesting episode last time, and now we're gonna look at. I should have looked at the attic. I want to look at the attic. Okay, enough of the sex. Enough of the sexy times. We're gonna try to get some dead bodies or something in this one. So we'll see what. Whoa. Okay.
Yes.
So Eve lived in the attic. This is Hannah.
I inherited it from my parents, so it made sense to move back. Me and Simon. Felt like going back to old ways before the pregnancy. Reminded me of being a girl, a dollhouse in the attic, old things. We didn't sleep in my parents' bedroom for a long time. We decorated it as soon as we moved in, but it was another year before we started sleeping there.
Okay, alright, so, oh yeah, you said the parents had taken with the illness?
I read a lot as a child and watched lots of TV.
Who didn't as a child, you know what I'm saying?
We still have in the attic.
I watched some MTV as a kid, I would dance around, have a good time.
We used to play out there and make up our own stories.
Okay. Enough talking about that now, let's talk about, see what you got here.
Could the hairs have come from somewhere else? I mean, could they... We have a lot of dolls in the attic. There's a Rapunzel doll with long blonde hair. Could they have come from there?
We got a new lead. Something about hair. Did you find the hair on the body? Was it human or was it synthetic?
I'm not sure where the dollhouse came from. I don't know if it was given to them or they inherited it. I mean, they wouldn't have had the money to buy it.
Page 5
It was so huge. It must have been taken up to the attic in parts and then reassembled up there. It's a beautiful thing. Wallpaper to scale, little furniture, the lights work, mirrors, beds, big duvets and pillows.
Well,
Spent hours and
Is
hours
French?
there.
Georgie speak French? No, I don't
These
skip it.
characters and families who lived there. We wrote paperwork for them all. Passports, diaries, gave them all really elaborate stories.
Well.
Once, a moth got trapped in there. We'd left a light on.
It
It was making the most horrendous noise.
Oh, for a moth.
We tried to kill it, but it was tough. We ended up crushing it under a copy of the Arabian Nights.
Okay. Tell me more about this, the Arabian Nights here, eh? Tell me more about this, okay, never mind, you're not gonna tell about Arabian Nights? Nothing, no, I'm not gonna, okay, alright, so let's see here, we looked at the attic. How about the cellar? Any dead bodies down there now? You know, not cellar, fall, cellar. Aha! Talk about a dead body?
Well, fine, considering. I got back into the house today, and that was weird, knowing your people have been there through my things. It's like I've been burgled. I mean, worse, obviously. I don't know. I haven't lived in the cellar yet. They sent a cleaner in. As good as new, he said.
Oh god, I did that bad
But
job.
they had to throw some stuff out. Couldn't get the blood out.
Dear Lord, okay, we're gonna write down blood. I'm losing my
I'm
voice
still
here.
waiting to hear from the coroner so we can get a date set for the funeral. It's going to be a cremation. So
So if this happened in June, why were you back in the cop station in January? You know what I'm saying? Like this doesn't add up. So I'm missing something here. Okay. So let's see here. So let's talk about the bruise, huh? Let's talk about this bruise. Oh, hello. Okay.
Bruce. Oh yeah, no, it's nothing. I was going through the top cupboard in my kitchen and the chair slipped and I kind of hit the door with my face.
That was the other side.
It hurt like hell.
Was Simon doing a little bit, pow pow? In the sidelines, in the weekends?
One of us got hurt. The other one would have to be hurt too. A grazed knee, a bruise. When I lost my tooth first, we had to pull our harness to match.
Ugh.
Once, I slept with a boy who was seeing another girl. The girlfriend came up to Hannah the next day and punched her in the face, gave her a huge black eye. That night, she had to do the same to me.
This is exactly the
She
prestige.
went too far. I didn't see out of that eye for days. She snapped a frozen piece up for me from the kitchen. So much of our bodies were synchronized anyway. We started our period on the same day. All our childhood diseases, stomach bugs, nits.
What are these nits you're talking about, huh? Okay, so tell me more about this booze.
About 9. I went round and she was waiting for me. She was furious and so angry.
So angry.
The kind of anger you can only have towards yourself. We screamed at each other, argued, cried, we fought. I hit her back, left a bruise. I had my wig on from performing, she tore it off. Eventually, we grew tired of fighting and I left.
Okay, so clearly, guess we got argue. Did you do some arguing over here now?
When you've been married for 10 years, stuff accumulates. We could argue about anything. But he's so nice. That doesn't help. He tries to smooth things over and that just makes it worse. We're both passive aggressive, so we never normally argue directly about anything.
Or you just yell at each other, like you do things like he leaves the toilet seat up, and you do things like, you know, leave the gas on as you go to your job, and then I don't even know where I am anymore in the country and my accent, but I just keep saying, okay, how about arguing? No, how about fight? How about fighting? No, okay. How about tussle? Did you have a tussle, huh? No tussle. Okay. How about rub-a-dub? How about the rub? Did I call a fight a rub? No, maybe not. Okay. How about this bin bag, eh? You tell me about this bin bag. No, okay. How about you tell me about bag, eh? Aha. Here you go.
When will the police let me back in the house? They let me take a bag of clothes with me, but...
Alrighty, well that did us no good. Let's read this one.
Okay.
I like the effects of the
I parked up on the street.
filter on the camera.
It was busy, so I parked down the end of the road. I walked up to the house, I knocked on the door, no answer. I took my keys out of my bag, unlocked the door. The main lock was unlocked. I could tell because the key wouldn't turn when I tried to turn it to the left. I walked in. Simon's coat wasn't on a peg. I couldn't see his shoes on the shoe rack. I shouted out for him. I walked straight into the kitchen. He usually sits in there to have a cup of tea and read his paper. He wasn't there. I touched the kettle. It was cold. I looked quickly into the living room. Nothing. I walked upstairs to the bedroom. He wasn't there. I didn't search for him because it was pretty clear he wasn't there. Then I had a shower. Whilst I was in the shower, the phone rang. I think it was Eric, his boss. I didn't answer it. Then I came out and I was just exhausted. So I lay down on the bed and I fell asleep, but I didn't mean to. I woke up a couple of hours later and I was surprised to see no one in the bed next to me. And then I remembered where I was and what had happened. That's when Eric called again. I spoke to him. Then I called Simon's parents. And then I decided to come and see you. That enough?
Didn't I watch that a bit ago? Was there a different one? Tell me more about these shoes.
Okay. The main lock. Okay.
Aha!
Kitchen, because he...
Okay, this seems a little bit fishy to me if you're asking me.
Okay.
And this is 5 months previous?
I parked up on the street. It was busy, so I parked down the end of the road. I walked up to the house. I knocked on the door. No answer.
Story seems to add up, but aren't you the broad with the with the name of Eve. Sorry, my commentary is not really good right now because I'm so intrigued into this story. Okay, let's see what else we got. Let's see what else we got. How about tell me more about when you were pregnant now? Oh goodness, we got a lot of hits here. Okay, here we go.
I got pregnant.
I know you did.
Both our parents had a big powwow. We weren't even in the room, and they decided we should get married.
That doesn't seem like the kind of thing. Well, then again, if you're only 17, you know, maybe
Yes, I'm fine.
maybe it's a good call.
I won't be sick again. This happens some days.
Sick from what?
Pregnant.
George, did you?
It's morning sickness.
Well, I'll be George's uncle. I've never had George. That's right, Skippy. I think you're gonna be an uncle. You shut up. I know. I know that you got it. I knew that you knocked her up. Okay, so you're gonna be pregnant now. Well, goodness. George, whose fault do you think it is?
No.
I think it's my baby. You stop that, George. No, you didn't.
You found out on my birthday. I told him I was pregnant.
So who are you? Are you the Hannah? Or are you the Eve?
When I arrived in Glasgow, I was exhausted. The streets were empty. I was driving badly. And I hit a taxi. Not a big crash, just paintwork. The guy was so pissed off because I didn't have a driving license on me. But when I told him I was pregnant, he made sure I got to the hospital so they could check me out. It was fine. The hospital must have details when I was looked at. There's a scratch on the car.
Huh. Sounds a bit fishy to me. You know what I'm saying? Sounds a bit fishy to me. So let's look at... Oh goodness, we've been recording for a while. So let's look at... we looked at fight. We looked at you. We looked at the twin. So let's take a gander at twin and see what we find.
Twins? Really? Are you really asking me that question?
I guess, hey, now those girls are back, George. What did I say? There's the final strike for you, George. You know, next Monday, I want to see you in my office, George. Okay, Skippy, I'll be there in the morning. I know you will be, because otherwise it's your ass, okay? And it's not mine. It's not gonna be my ass. It's gonna be your ass, okay? Here we go.
Are you out of your mind? Twins? There were always princes and princesses. They were the special people, more important than the other characters in their stories.
Uh-huh.
We knew we were like that.
So
Twins.
this is the 7th.
Magical.
July 3rd.
We were the princesses.
Right before the Day of Independence.
We had a poster of Princess Diana from the newspaper up in our attic.
Well, I remember Princess
Had a
Diana.
pride of place. And underneath we used to put all our special things. When her engagement was announced, we were obsessed with everything she did. And later, when her life went so bad, we felt for her. Her divorce last year just kind of drew a line under things.
Mm-hmm. Okay, okay. So when was this taken? July 2nd. So even we didn't know that you were twins until now. How about twins? What did we come up with twins? Okay, so it's not that sensitive. Okay, so this hasn't been too fruitful, but we've been putting the pieces together here. Tell me more about these mushrooms. Let's end it with something like mushrooms, huh? Let's see what we got here. It's a trippy... Ah, here we go.
I was living in the attic. It was a very hard time. I was depressed. I was still pretty sick of the STD. And I came down one morning and they were dead. They were in bed and both had been sick.
Did you kill your parents, Eve?
Not.
Did you kill your parents, Eve?
And I slept through it.
Are you the one known as the Black Widow? Oh, drop my pen. See, look at this. You're a witch. You make me drop my pen. You made me put this bar on the top of the screen now.
Dad was a mushroom expert.
I bet you poisoned them,
He
didn't
used
you?
to take us picking with him and he taught us how to recognise them.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no way you would have picked death caps.
But you know all about death caps, didn't you?
They never even looked in the attic.
Did you have a stash of those death caps in the attic? Huh? Huh? Did you have a stash in the attic? Suppose I'm with the wailing laugh out there again. Okay, let's hear. Death caps, mushrooms, look in the attic. Let's go for broke here, okay? I'm gonna say kill. We got a couple, yeah.
What did your wife do? She didn't kill you. You think I killed Simon because he was having an affair? Well, I didn't kill him. I wasn't even there. I was in Glasgow worrying about whether my baby was still growing inside me.
No, you what?
I mean, why would I kill Simon? I loved him.
I see the pieces.
What if they were crazy? You hear about these crazy people all the time. I mean, why would anyone who knew Simon want to kill him?
Maybe because it was a crime of passion. Maybe because they were jealous of splitting in between two sisters. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Simon didn't like the sandwiches too much, you know? Maybe he wasn't into a sister sandwich. Maybe he was more a one-girl kind of man. And you were the one who... Sorry. You were the one who killed him. You were the one who did murder. Murder most foul. How about the cut? Aha.
Mother wanted me to grow my hair long, but I kept cutting it myself.
Uh-huh.
I wanted to look like my reflection.
The other girl, your
She
sister.
was little. Mother would hide the scissors, but I would find a way. Cut it with a bread knife, something like that. My reflection would always leave her house and go on adventures, but I never could. Mother taught me at home, and I had books and TV. Oh, TV was magical, but it was only on when it wanted to be, so I spent a lot of time reading books.
So let's look up one more here, and then we'll end this episode here.
We were
So put the pieces
obsessed with
together.
fairy tales.
I know you were.
Not just the pretty ones, but the traditional ones. They were dark and real,
I like the actual grim
bizarre
ones.
and violent. Felt like life. We had this huge old book that I think Mum must have bought from a library sale. The illustrations had thin tracing paper over them to protect them. They were in colour, shiny plates. At the front of the book was an index of illustrations. We read that more.
It's a pop-up book. I love pop-up books. George loves pop-up books, don't you, George? Yeah, that's right. Give me any pop-up books. I know that's the only way to get you to read.
There was something intimate about peeling back the tracing paper and dressing the pictures.
Well, that's getting a little bit creepy for me.
Hansel's hair is cut.
No dressing now. No dressing
The
now.
eagle plucks out his heart. The princess pricks her finger.
Okay, that's a bit creepy for me. So anyway, okay, YouTubes, I think we're gonna end it here. Let's try to end it something a bit fun. Let's try to end it with something like, how about, so Rapunzel? You like Rapunzel? What's this mean? Okay, YouTubies. We're gonna end here. Remember, the next episode, we're gonna find out what's going on. Because I don't know. Maybe I'm actually starting to do something in this game. Even though it's really interesting. And I love this so far. You gotta check this game out. I'm sure you probably already have. I'm kind of looking at everything. But it's really fun to just search through the database and see what's going on, see what you can find. So thanks again, YouTubes. I'll see you when I see you. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. You know, check out some of the other playlists. If you subscribe, you get good stuff, like notifications of when I post a video. You can look through them and say, oh, is this a video I want to see? Is this a video I've been waiting for? You know, you can do things like that. You know what I'm saying? So subscribe, like, share, all those good things, you know, that you know you want to do on YouTube. You know, that's why we're here, to share with each other, to talk to each other, to share good times out loud. You know what I'm saying? So even George like it, don't you, George? You share it like on YouTube, don't you? That's right, Skippy. Yes, I do. I know even George. He's a good one. He's a good one on YouTube. So thanks again, YouTubers, for watching. As always, I'll see you when I see you. And love, 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 love. Bye bye. Now get out of here. So this is gonna be good. This is gonna be good. I have some water because if and when I inevitably rip through my throat, and it just went on my keyboard. Save the keyboard! Save the keyboard! No! Save the keyboard! Oh lordy.